There were criminals in this place with guns shooting at him. That is who is to blame.
An indictment singles out one man as starting the violence at Cameo nightclub, but there are still questions.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Rob Braun.
And I'm Paula Toti. A 38-count indictment says one man started the shootout that left 2 dead and 15 wounded.
We're learning more about how the gun battle started. Local 12's Deborah Dixon shows us how indictments came down even though few witnesses stepped up.
Prosecutor Joe Deters says Cornell Beckley of Madisonville was identified as the man who started the shootout in Cameo.
They were upset that the Price Hill people were there, and they're aiming their fingers at each other like they've got a fake gun, a gun in their hand. And this particular defendant then got up on a little stage, a riser area, and started shooting his gun.
Beckley faces 38 charges, including 2 for the murder of O'Brien Spikes, caught in the crossfire, and Deondre Davis. Murder charges against him were dropped because he died this week. Deters is using an Ohio law called transferred intent to file the murder charges.
Anyone in that bar that you see or can identify with a gun shooting it, we're going to charge them with murder.
Individuals that are smoking weed and drinking liquor and partying. So any purported or alleged identification by an eyewitness, I simply do not give it a lot of credence.
The murder charges aren't based on ballistics, but witnesses. And Beckley's attorney says he has witnesses who saw something different.
I've got 2 or 3 witnesses who will say that they observed what happened, and they saw shots being fired, and they saw several individuals firing shots, and the individuals that they saw were not Mr. Beckley.
The club is shut down now. There could be more charges. And Cincinnati has to wonder how a funeral, a perceived disrespect, could lead to this random shootout.
There are families that are devastated by this, just over an issue of disrespect.
So here's what's interesting. I'll give you an example of why this isn't about CSI. The bullet that killed O'Brien Spikes went all through him. That bullet's never been found. It's never going to be found. So this isn't about connecting a bullet to a gun and putting it in someone's hands. This is about them having enough people to say, so-and-so came into the club with the intent of hurting someone and hurt all these other people. Transferred intent.
It didn't sound that tough to prove when this happened, but now it's beginning to sound tougher.
Well, it was. Not a lot of people came forward. Imagine, it's dark in there. It's not lit. People somehow got guns. It was crazy.
And panic,
and running for their lives.
Yeah.
So this is going to be very interesting. I think it's also an interesting message from police and prosecutors. If you think you're going to go in and do something like this, drop your gun and walk out, and not going to be able to tie it to you, think again.
Yeah. All right, Deb. Thanks very much.